Welcome back, everyone. So I don't know if you watched the first part of this video, the unboxing of the Ray-Ban displays. Let me get a thumbnail. Good enough. Yeah, so this video, we are going to see if we're able to disable the LED. Don't know. We're going to find out. Hopefully these don't get broken. So let's all right, we don't need the case, so we'll kind of get that out of the way. So what I normally like to do to start with is I normally take out the lenses. Definitely not doing that on these. I don't know. I saw you know, they were talking about you'd be able to get these in prescription. They must be expensive because the lens is, you know, the way it's made, the projector on the side reflects the light, and that's how you see it. But either way, so we're not going to be able to remove the lens. So what I like to do, usually when I get high prescription glasses also, is I'll just kind of do it like I did in the beginning and tape the lens itself. So let's just do that. Yeah, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. I definitely want to take my time on these, you know. So just with the trusty hole punch, we'll go right around that, cover that. Honestly, this video probably won't even get too many views, just because personally I think a lot more people are going to buy the normal Gen 2s over these. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, the price point for these being $800 compared to, you know, $300 and whatever. I don't know. I just don't think the features are really worth it. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So then what I always start with is the glass cutter. I've seen a lot of videos of people who do it different ways, you know, use a Dremel, you know, this is how I've always done them. And they've all worked out. So this is the way I'm going to keep doing it. So these, I always try to do this on camera, but with these being my first ones, I'm going to try to take every precaution that I can to get it right. So let me break this off camera really quick. Just the glass over top of the LED, and I'll be right back. All right, that only took a second. So let me put down paper towel just so I don't get glass all over everything. All right. Sorry, I hit my makeshift tripod. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty much the same, but we will see. Sorry, I'm just going to take this off camera really quick so I can clear this glass. Just a little bit easier for me to see, you know. Okay. So, got the big chunks out, so let me hit it with the air compressor. Okay, So that's kind of what we're working with. I just want to get, there's a couple little tiny pieces. Just want to clean out any residue, like adhesive, just because you will see that in the final product through the resin. So again, I mean, this LED looks a little bit different, but kind of the same idea. We'll get all the loose pieces cleaned out. All right, that looks pretty good for now. So there you go. All right, let's get rid of that. Yeah, we don't need that. So we're gonna bring the torch in. So this LED looks a little smaller, almost like the Oakley LED. So on the Oakleys, it's a little bit smaller also than the Ray-Ban. So I'm going to start with the smaller needle and smaller drill bit. Yeah, let's see what happens. So I just switch out my drill bit. This one here, so I normally use a 2mm drill bit. I think the smaller one is like 1.5mm. So see what happens. We got one shot, one opportunity. All right, so the thinner needle cools down quicker, but let's see. Yeah, it already cooled down. Hold on. Gotta be quicker. Yeah, cools down pretty quick. Probably just leave the torch on. Okay, no, I'm wrong. I am wrong. So let me stop the recording. Yeah, so, all right, let me explain what just happened. They're still fine, but normally the Ray-Bans, see if I can get a close up, the Ray-Bans and also the Oakleys, they the LED is pretty deep down inside, so you have to melt through a lot of plastic. This, you probably don't even have to melt anything. It's super shallow. So, okay. I mean, that works. Let's see if we can drill it out. So, start the recording again. Let me get rid of that. Let's see what we got. All right, I think, let me stop this. I think I'm gonna go to the 2 mil drill bit. Okay, let's keep going. It's a piece of plastic in here. It's moving around. All right, let me pause this for a second. I keep getting a bunch of text messages. All right, sorry. Yeah, I wish I recorded that. So there was just a little piece of plastic inside of these. It's more like a circuit board, and it's kind of hard to see, but that yellowish rectangle right here, right there, that's the LED. There was a plastic like cylinder that goes around that. I just thought it was a loose piece of plastic and I popped it out. But they work fine, but the LED is just dead now. So, I mean, it's what I was trying to do, but I wasn't able to record it. So shoot. So yeah, let's start a recording. So the LED, it's recording, but no LED. Yeah, so these are good. Still recording. Let me stop the recording. That's it. I mean, that was a little anticlimactic, but yep, that's it. So I just have to fill it with resin, like I do on all of my other ones. It's kind of pointless to show on video. So I'm gonna clean these out, get any loose debris. I will fill it with resin, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, let's wrap this video up. So these are all done. Here is the epoxy. So it's back to being shiny again. One thing about these, let's see if it'll focus. You can see like the circuit board inside, but the LED again is still disabled. So let me start the recording. So you have the LED over here and no LED. So let's stop the recording. That's it. Yeah, I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't nervous to do these. You know, it was my first pair. Again, to be honest, it did get a little sketchy kind of in the middle there when I was drilling it, not realizing that the plastic was very thin. I didn't have to melt through as much. And then when I went to drill with the 2mm bit, it's kind of hard to explain, but it grabbed, let me see if I can kind of explain. So this is just a fitting for air nozzle, but imagine, you know, this is that big. So when I drilled, it caught this piece and the whole thing came loose, you know, and imagine it's just plastic and it was just spinning, but it wouldn't come out. So I wasn't sure if it was gonna damage, you know, any circuitry inside, but it didn't. I was able to just use the pick and pop it out. And but yeah, in all transparency, it did give me the LED is blocked error once I did that. Kind of panicked there for a minute. I turned the glasses off, turned it back on to restart them, and it works fine. So they just had to be rebooted. But yeah. So I guess if you're watching this and you were wondering if you could disable the LED on the Ray-Ban displays, you can. You can. It's a little more involved, a little bit different of a process, slightly, but you know, there's the proof. So anyway, all right, yeah, I hope this video was helpful. If not helpful, maybe a little entertaining. If not entertaining, then I don't know. Thanks for watching.